Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. In this video, we will be diving into American Clean Resources Group Inc. latest earnings report, and let's just say it's going to be a wild ride seeing how this company is managing its business. Make sure you subscribe and join our Discord community, linked in the description if you want to get these insights the moment they drop. Alright folks, we're looking at American Clean Resources Group Inc., a company that's trying to make its mark in the mineral processing world. This filing covers their performance for the 3 months ending March 31, 2025, and it's certainly a look into their current situation. Let's jump straight into the numbers, starting with their balance sheet. As of March 31, 2025, the company has total assets of about $3.8 million. Now that might sound small, and it is, especially when you look at their liabilities. They've got total liabilities of over $4.6 million. This means they owe more than they own, which is a big red flag for any business. Their total assets are $3,885,643. A big chunk of that, $3,883,524, is tied up in mineral rights. It's like their main asset is the potential of the ground they own. On the flip side, their current liabilities sit at $4,610. This means the money they owe in the short term is already more than their total assets. That's a tough spot to be in. But wait, it gets more interesting. When we look at stockholders' deficit, it's a whopping negative $10,754,767. This essentially means that if you were to sell off all assets and pay off all debts, the shareholders would still be in the hole by over $10 million. Ouch. For context, at the end of 2024, this deficit was around $10.3 million, so it's gotten worse. When we look at their operational results for the first 3 months of 2025, the picture isn't much brighter. They reported a net loss of $309 for a company of this size. Their general and administrative expenses alone were $294,932 for this quarter. That's a huge chunk of money just to keep the lights on and manage the business, especially since they're not generating any revenue from their core business operations yet. The company reports a loss from operations of $294,932. This means that even before considering other costs like interest, they are losing money on their day-to-day activities. This loss translates to a basic net loss per common share of 0.0. It's a small number, but it reflects the overall financial struggle. Now let's look back at the previous year. The restated balance sheet as of March 31, 2024 shows a total asset value of just over $8.7 million compared to the $3.8 million in the current quarter. Their assets have significantly decreased. A portion of that, the intangible asset, which was around $4.8 million last year, has also reduced. This suggests they might have written off or sold off some assets. And that stockholders' deficit, it was a negative $4,755,138 back then. The situation has clearly deteriorated substantially in a year. Their results for the same period last year, the first 3 months of 2024, also show a loss. The net loss was $292,274, so they are losing more money this year compared to last year. Last year, their general and administrative expenses were $211,494, $994,932. The increase of almost $83,000 is noted as being due to higher engineering, consulting, and professional fees, but also a decrease in amortization expense. Their interest expense also went up from roughly $87,875 quarter in the 5 quarter and $505,123 in the same period of 2025. This increase is directly linked to their growing debt levels as noted in their convertible promissory notes. Looking at cash flows is crucial. For the 3 months ending March 31, 2025, the company used $237,833 in cash for operating activities. That's a lot of cash gone without generating any revenue. Compare that to the first 3 months of 2024, where they used $75,494. The cash burn from operations has more than tripled. On the financing side, they showed $239,230 in cash provided by financing activities in early 2025, mainly from convertible notes from a related party. And in early 2024, it was only $40,000 from the same source, so they are relying more on related party financing. Speaking of related parties, the company has a significant line of credit with Granite Peak Resources LLC, or GPR, which is their majority shareholder. As of March 31, 2025, the outstanding balance on this line of credit was nearly $74,000 at the end of 2024. This GPR relationship is central. GPR has been instrumental in keeping the company afloat, acquiring various debt instruments and judgments and consolidating them into this line of credit. It seems GPR is effectively bankrolling the company. Now, a really important part of these reports is understanding the controls a company has in place. American Clean Resources Group acknowledges some serious issues here. They admit that their internal controls are not effective. One of the material weaknesses is that in the past they sometimes made big deals without getting all the necessary paperwork signed or approved by the board before releasing money. While they've tried to fix this, like using an escrow agent, past deals made by previous management are still causing headaches. Another big issue is that the company lacks the staff and the expert knowledge to properly close their books at the end of the quarter and handle financial reporting. They don't have enough evidence of review for account reconciliations or proper journal entries. They're trying to find independent board members with financial expertise to help, but it's an ongoing challenge. They also highlight issues stemming from management and board changes which have led to delays in reviewing financial data. Procedures for review are very limited, and this problem continued even through 2024 due to more changes in management. Interestingly, they also mention a restatement of previously issued financial statements. This means some of their past reports had errors, particularly related to how they calculated accrued interest and included personal borrowings on their related party notes, impacting the principal balance. This is a pretty significant admission that their past accounting wasn't entirely accurate. Looking at American Clean Resources Group, Inc. is like looking at a company that's really struggling to get off the ground. Their business plan of building a custom processing toll milling facility sounds promising, but the financials tell a story of heavy debt, increasing cash burn, and serious internal control problems. The reliance on a single related party, GPR, for funding is a major dependency that makes them vulnerable. Their mineral rights, while substantial on paper, haven't translated into any revenue yet. The material weaknesses in their financial reporting suggest a lack of robust internal checks and balances, which can lead to further errors and investor uncertainty. While they are trying to secure permits and build their facility, the path forward looks extremely challenging. Without substantial new funding and a significant improvement in operational and financial management, the company's future definitely hangs in the balance. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.